Hi, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Covering the game from Spain. I want to go back to that game against the Rams, the Thursday night game. How, from the outside at least, it seemed that something finally changed in your team, the way you were able to come back from behind. I don't know if in the inside that game somehow represents something special. Thanks.
Yeah, that game was it was interesting because we do try to treat every game like it's the next opportunity for us and keep the kind of the outside noise to a minimum. But that was a big game within the season, and I think we realized in that moment that we were a championship caliber type of team, and we've earned the opportunity to win those types of games, given all the things that happened in that game that didn't go our way. And so I think at that point our team had some resolve, and we even had more belief in who we could become. And I think it's the last time we ended up losing.
Two more questions, far right.
Mike, Jason Leisure from the Chicago Sun-Times. How do you continue to do what you do defensively but evolve as all of these other teams will be gunning for you next year and some of these good offenses in the NFC?
Well, we use the term chasing edges here in Seattle. You have to live like that. You can't be copying everybody else. We want to be on the forefront of things. We know that we're target number one now, but it's really going to be our mentality for us to keep pushing the envelope with our personnel where we can take things at our speed. And so there's going to be times where we feel like teams get a beat on us, and we're going to have to move and shake, and that's happened several times throughout this season as well. And that's just how we operate.
Okay, last question for Coach.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Appreciate this. And this is Alan from the Allen Alfred Sports Search Show. I was here when the plane arrived. Two-part question. Whose idea was it? Congratulations on the Super Bowl win, but whose idea was it to come in wearing all gray? And second thing is, whose idea was it to give away the Super Bowl hats? Because I had a feeling he was going to win at that point.
The Super Bowl hats, like they handed to you coming down the plane? Eric Kennedy, our equipment guy, gave us the gray suits, and we wore them. It was pretty simple. And they had the hats at the bottom, so not a lot of thinking on our part. We're just excited to be there and excited for the whole opportunity. Okay, thank you.
You want to take pictures first, or okay?
And just one with Ken. Thanks, Ken.
You all saw his performance last night. He's a great young man, obviously a terrific player. I think 135 yards, and I think it was 161 scrimmage yards. I think this is the first time we've had an MVP running back since Terrell Davis back in the 90s. But a well-deserved MVP trophy for Ken Walker. So, Ken, here you go.
Oh, hi again. Congratulations on all this. Just when you reflect on last night and what made the running game work so well, what did you feel like kind of really got it going there, those last three quarters in particular?
We worked on a run game all week leading up to the game, and I got to give the credit to the O-line, the wide receivers, and the tight ends. They were real detailed in the run game, and they did their job and made my job a lot easier.
Go next to Bob.
Ken, right in front of you here. Just now that it's the day after and those two trophies are sitting there on your left, can you reflect on the journey, whether it's rookie year to now, whether it's when Mike came aboard to now, just reflecting on what this franchise has been able to achieve to get to the top here?
It's been a lot. You go through a lot of ups and downs. But when Mike came in, he talked about winning, and I believe everybody on the team bought into that. And, we built a brotherhood, a strong brotherhood, and, I believe that's really what got us here.
Front row, far left.
Ken, if you could pinpoint one thing this season that you felt you've improved upon, what would that be, and how did you make that happen?
Really just trusting it, trusting the system. And I believe the way I made that happen is just the guys around me. The coaches, being real detailed, and really just trusting the whole process in general.
Okay, we have a question here, second row on the left.
How's this all changed you? Super Bowl, MVP, game at all?
Like me personally? Nah, I don't think so. I feel the same. I don't think it changes much.
Go far left, the back.
Kenneth, Adeshina Koike, a lot of sports talk. Congratulations. It's a short list of running backs who are Super Bowl MVP, but that short list is an elite list. Franco Harris, Emmitt Smith, John Riggins, Marcus Allen, Terrell Davis, the last one. When you think about your name being alongside those great running backs in winning Super Bowl MVP, what do you think about, and who were your idols when you were growing up, possibly at running back?
It means a lot. It's a blessing to be in this position. It's a short list, so it means a lot to have my name on that list. And for the running backs I used to watch growing up, it's probably like Marcus Allen, Adrian Peterson, and guys like that. So it means a lot for me to be able to be in this position.
We'll go with two more, far right.
Mike Brodsky, Florida National News. Ken, congratulations, by the way. I'm sure your phone has been blowing up with voicemails, texts, DMs. Is there maybe one message that stands out because of who sent it to you, and maybe another message that stands out in your mind because of what was said to you in that message?
I would just say one message. It was a childhood friend. We don't get to talk much. Life takes us in different paths. But he sent me a long text, really just reminding me about really where we came from and how we grew up, and where we are today. So I guess that text before the game meant a lot to me.
Okay, two more. Right here on our left.
Hey, Ken. Jana Bardall with The Athletic. I saw yesterday you had some family in the stands, you said. Your dad also in his first NFL game. What was the celebration like last night, and what was his review of the game?
It was good just to have my family here, at this stage. It meant a lot to me, especially for my dad, because, like I said, he usually don't like to come to games, with big crowds. So it meant a lot to have him there, and at the biggest stage, and we was able to pull out the win.
Last question, Dave Stevens.
Hi, Kenneth. Dave Stevens, Disability Channel. Congratulations. I'm the only guy that was born without legs that played college football, and I say I want to leave my legacy. So given what you've gone through in your life, and especially what you've overcome, when the doctor said you wouldn't play football again, what's your legacy going to be?
I'm not sure. I'm just trying to do the best that I can, really just not taking nothing for granted, because you never know when it can be over. So, just staying positive and continue to grind and, like I said, not take anything for granted.
Okay, thank you, Ken.
Thank you.